a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to.
All right, welcome everybody in today. Senior night from the West Warwick Civic Center for East Greenwich High School. Coming off a victory last night against North Kingston 4-0. Trying to get some championship game rematch revenge against Bishop Hendricken here this evening from the West Warwick Civic Center. Tim Duffy and Troy Faulkner on the call. We got 5 seniors tonight. And Chuck, senior night means a lot for everybody, the parents and the kids especially, playing especially their last home game.
Hey, I mean, last senior night we got to go was NK, and they took on a tough team with Barrington, and not the result they wanted. But let's see if EG can overcome the strengths of Hendricken, which will be tough. It's a tough matchup, just like Barrington. But you know what I'm saying, senior night brings a lot of intensity to a lot. We had a couple of squabbles last last senior night we got, and hopefully we don't get the same here. We are not supporters of violence, so
yeah, nah, we're not.
We have another intense senior night game against a top school, one of which I have a couple connections to Tim. So I'm very excited to see this team play and both teams play, and it's really a toss up here. I mean, if you're a Rhode Island sports fan, you're gonna automatically go with Hendricken, but this is hockey. Anything can happen. There's a lot of outcomes here, and listen, Tim, I think we're just both looking for a great game here today.
Yeah, we're looking for a great game tonight. I mean, like you alluded to, a nice clean game too. I mean, no hands being thrown. We saw EG with NK just cruise over them last night. Wasn't really getting too chippy, but championship rematch. First time these teams have met since last March in the finals at Schneider Arena in Providence College. And for East Greenwich trying to get some revenge, and a perfect time to do so here on senior night. But Bishop Hendricken first, top of the table in Division I. They've only lost one game all year in league play, and it came in December against Warwick, December 3rd. They still have not lost in the new year yet. EG trying to spoil their undefeated record in 2023. But before that even kicks off, we're senior night as well. We're going to take a little quick commercial break here on Fans Only Sports Network for a senior night. We'll be right back with the 5 EG seniors coming out on the ice with their families.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, 5 seniors here tonight. We got Cale Dunwoody, Sonny Arsenault, PJ Casey, Pierre Dorley, and the captain, and Mike Healy.
Tim, we're back here for some action now?
Back here for some action. Senior, I better take off.
So we got the seniors here.
Let's see who EG starts with right here.
I mean, I'm guessing in all senior starting lineup, you got 5 kids here, so.
Yeah. 5 kids, perfect, a number for a starting lineup tonight for senior night. And here we go.
Yeah, we got some great faces over here. Saying some great energy. It's always exciting to be here on senior night, and the barn is definitely getting packed here.
Sure is. There's a lot of fans in attendance. This EG fan base always coming out and showing out.
2023, Tim. Do you feel old?
I feel old, man. I mean, I was writing on the rosters earlier. It's crazy that the class of 2024 is already juniors. It always catches me off guard.
I mean, we're class 2019. It's been a while.
We're getting up there.
Well, I might as well get started with it here. East Greenwich, we got a captain, 2 assistant captains, very strong senior class, and a big day for them, and definitely looking for them to try to shine here. A lot of impact, and we're going to start introducing our seniors, so looking forward to a great game, looking forward to some hard play, some physical play, and I'll just leave it to it. Is that Hendricken side?
All right, special moment for those seniors. 5 of them, they've done great work in this program the last 4 years. And a final regular season home game here this evening at the Benny Majera Ice Rink for Dunwoody, Arsenal, Healy, Casey, and Dorley. It's going to be a special night for these guys trying to get some revenge against Bishop Hendricken. But we'll be right back for the start of Hendricken and East Greenwich as 5 minutes on the board. Hendy going to come out in a sec.
Yeah,
See you guys then.
Yeah, Tim, I mean.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Hey, are you guys coming to Nate's game tonight? All right, awesome.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected,
James
no, rebound, score!
I'm a demon. I said, hey, are you guys coming tonight? She's like, yeah, we're walking in right now. So, they'll get to meet you.
Let's try a kick.
You're always welcome for any family gathering.
Shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
in, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Good try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Good try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Good try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Good try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Good try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Good try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Good try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
All right, 15 minutes on the board. E.G. and Hendricken about to get ready to go. And Chuck, I mean, we just had a great talk with some Hendricken parents, Mr. Nate Marshall's parents, and you must be soup for this game, huh?
I mean, Tim, listen, I'm unbiased here. It's a great day for high school hockey, but I can't lie. Some of my best friends' parents just talked to me right here, number 22 on Hendricken. So
first time you got to see him play.
Good game in my biased opinion, but honestly, overall, I'm trying to look for a good game and a good rivalry between these two teams. Let's get after it, Tim.
All right, going to be a 5:15 puck drop. Game was slated at 5, but tonight festivity's taking over a little bit. And 15 minutes on the clock, and a bit of a false start on the opening drop, I believe, but it's going to be a battle between these two squads, both with some championship pedigree. Hendricken with the ring bell, along with a first place standing in Division I, 12 games in the season.
Yeah, Tim, we're after it already. I mean, the barn is packed. To say the least, the barn is packed. Early icing call. But
yeah, show that barn real quick.
There was a lot of people here. I'm going to give a little pan. We have a lot of people here in both crowds. And we are looking for an exciting, intense game here, Tim. That is for sure. A
lot of fans and intense for both teams. We were here last night as well with E.G. Oh, run to the ref on the near side. Just 10 seconds into the game. But it's Hendricken trying to control and move it in the zone. It's Griswold stumping it off into the offensive zone, but instead, only man there is P.J. Casey, one of the 5 seniors for this Avenger team on senior night. It's Nick Regine, who scored an overtime game winner earlier this season against Smithfield. It's a back, and that shot from the net. It's like a chance, and a good hit. As Kavanaugh trying to get his 13th goal of the year right there on the tap-in. But some buys for that for E.G. Saves the day early for the Avengers.
Yeah, Tim, exceptional chance right there, right in front of the net after your teammates got hit. Great composure from the goalkeeper and the defense, making sure that this is not turned to a 1-0 game. And it looks like we're going to another icing over here. E.G. will regain the puck.
Sure haven't. E.G. looking for some vengeance tonight. They lost in 2 games to Hendricken last year. The first one, a heartbreaking one, a 3-3, then penalty shootout loss for the Avengers, who then lost 5-2 in Game 2. So it's their first matchup since that March day a year ago.
And I mean, Tim, if you're in a Rhode Island sports matchup and you're not seeking vengeance against Hendricken, then you're not playing in the right league.
It's like a chance in front of the net for LaRose. As this shot was taken by Carter, but yeah, I mean, you're on the right league if you don't want to see this, as that shot's going to be saved by Shenenga, who only played half of the game yesterday in a 4-0 victory against North Kingston. The rest of it was played by Wyatt Jelzai, the freshman. Well, Shenenga.
Yeah, well, Tim, it's definitely going to be competitive between these two teams. We've seen all Hendricken here, but that can change very quickly. Hockey's a very fast-paced sport, and we'll see how the teams develop, how they adjust to adversity here.
And a fast-paced game in favor of Hendricken, just 90 seconds into it. Like you said, Chuck, this one is dumped off into the zone. As Tomer will try to chase after for E.G. won't get it, and Casey will hit that one in traffic.
A little offside call here.
Offsides against East Greenwich.
I mean, Tim, that can happen when you're getting a little bit too aggressive on the offensive standpoint. We got a great shot right here right in front of the offsides, though.
E.G. still searching for that first shot on net, only 2 minutes in. And Hendricken already with 3 of them, and what a move to get loose by Frank Tillingas, who takes a shot. Tillingas still down the near sideboard, charging through into the zone blast Casey. And says little traffic, second chance, a shot and a score for James Carrera. And just like that, Hendricken is on top.
Yeah, Tim,
here in this one.
You don't want to see this on senior night. A goal within 3 minutes at least. of the first period, and that's definitely going to hit the morale of the EG bench here. See if they know how to respond here and challenge it back.
And for Carrera, it's his 7th goal of the year in league play. Now 3rd on the team. Right place, right time, and Bishop Hendricken putting their foot heavy on the gas pedal here in the first couple minutes of this one. This is Christos up ahead.
Yeah, well, Tim, this is a game about possession, and we've seen Hendricken extremely dominant on possession in this first period, even though it's been such short of time. And you got to expect a few goals if you're keeping control of the puck.
Hendricken, like you said, I mean, just dominating possession all night. Another shot on goal there off the ricochet from Exeter. But EG still, I mean, trying to find their rhythm. Sure, it's only 2.5 minutes into this one, but Hendricken looking like on fire right now. I mean, they won 4-1 last night against Barrington. Keeping the momentum going into this game.
You already saw it was a very, the one offensive run that EG had a chance at wasn't very competitive. We got an offsides call.
Yeah.
We've seen Hendricken keep control of the puck across the blue line. And I mean, I feel like if you're an EG fan, that's something you got to be looking for because they have been dominant.
Another shot on goal and a score again from Griffin Crane. Not even 3 minutes in, and Hendricken is up a couple.
Tim, what a snipe. I mean, it comes down to what I was preaching before. Hendricken's had the puck, they've had possessions, and they have a lot of players with great skill who can finish from that distance and sneak it past the EG goal.
Got in right over the right shoulder of Shenenga, and Griffin Crane, that is his 10th goal of the year in league play. And a couple of premier goal scorers so far in this one, Crane and Carrera getting the Hawks on the board early on tonight. A disastrous start for EG on senior night. There's that shot taken by Andrazi. Let's save in 6. There's a chance from that for Tober. Andrazi has a good chance, a shot, and a score! As Joe Andrazi trims it to a 1-goal lead.
Tim, what a great chance right in front of the net. I mean, I was talking about they needed some more possession inside over the blue line, and that was just pitch perfect from the EG there, getting the game to a 2-1 standpoint. I mean, Tim, very offensive so far.
Yeah, extremely.
I think what it comes down to is what the defense are going to respond to here, and who's going to allow the least amount of goals, because the boys are active immediately, right off rip.
You know, right when you thought that East Greenwich was out of this one, Joe Andrazi with a huge goal, his 5th of the year. As we have a goalie change, by the way, for East Greenwich. It's Wyatt Jelzire, the freshman in the game, that 88% save percentage this year, replacing Shenenga, who allowed 2 goals in the game's first 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Face-off will be taken by Hendricken right off the bat. Sent off the wall and finds Kaleri. Kaleri trying to get through, lost the puck. Casey's going to hit that one off the wall and go all the way into the East Greenwich offensive zone. Now the Avengers are applying pressure. And what a snipe from Andrazi, making a 1-goal lead for Hendricken. Here's Kaleri. Leaves it for LaRose up in the air. LaRose takes a shot. Casey gets that one off the wall. Smith finds it. That one's coming in the zone. And tracked down by Jack Kiernan, who lays a hit on Kaleri. And the other way, it's Arsenault. So only Arsenault's shot is saved. Trying to get his own rebound by Smith, and it'll be taken away out of the pile.
Oh, we got a broken stick, Tim.
Not even 5 minutes in, it's a 2-1 game, 3 goals on the board. And like you said, Chuck, a lot of, obviously, yeah, the broken stick, huh? A lot of lost units right there.
It's got to be at least 15. That's what, according to my friend Big Texas. stick costs a lot of money, and that's a financial decision that's tough in high school right there.
Sure is. A bit of a dinky pass right there from Carney at center ice. Carney will put it into the zone, and chasing after it is Dunwoody, one of the seniors tonight. Cale Dunwoody trying to get to the point man, and Andrazi but taken away by Nate Marshall. Turnover at center ice again. Loose pucks the last couple of minutes, but it's Chris Hughes, a little cross player as well for Hendricken, coming away with it. Trying to get to Marshall off the back of his skate, and Andrazi getting tripped up, taking it away. Tillinghast trying to find someone here. Gets it back. Two-step into the zone, and no one home for the Hawks as that one sent away nicely by Timmy Madden, who scored a goal last night. His first of the year in the 4-0 victory over North Kingston. Healy has it. Healy shot, got deflected by Carter. And Tober, the freshman, we met his grandfather before the game. Great guy. Supposed to be doing a great job with the broadcast. Shout out to him. He's trying to get there as well here. Great freshman hockey player for EG, leading the team with 13 points in league play this year. Arsenault. It's up to Dorley, or Casey actually. Arsenault off a stick up ahead. That stick is still on the ice over there at the far side. Kiernan puts it into the zone. Only some green jerseys there. Here's Smith taking a shot from behind from Arsenault. Andrew Smith trying to wrap around the corner. Gives it up wisely to Tillinghast. Before EG can get it first. And EG, I mean, they've been holding Bishop Hendricken down a little bit the last couple of minutes after allowing 2 goals in the first 2 and change. This is an icing call against the Avengers, but it's been a good recovery from EG the last few minutes to get a goal on the board, and we have the whole game again now here on senior night.
Yeah, I mean, Hendricken blew the door wide open very early, and that's something you definitely have to struggle with as a team, but a quick goal, and now it seems like they're on a level playing field, so I think EG has the game where they want it. They don't want Hendricken to dominate too much, score too many goals, and it's definitely slowed down since the first 5 minutes.
Sure do, as we're 7 minutes into this.
That's a penalty call by the ref. Looks like Hendricken is going to have a power play here.
And entering the box for the first time tonight is Peter Dorley. First power play all game. Got the photographer in the box as well. You know, a nice little senior night sin bin action on a camera would be nice.
I mean, listen, Tim. I'm a senior right now in college, and if I can't say that I'm demonish, I'm devilish, you know what I'm saying? You definitely want to wreak havoc when you're on senior night and make your impact. So, playing hard is definitely not a sin here. A little confusing with the ref here. Stalling.
Kavanaugh has it, the leading goal scorer on the team, gives it to Crane, who scored earlier. It's Gristless going backwards. First power play of the game belonging to the Hawks. Lead it 2-1 here in this one. Here's Penicini putting it to the zone. This one wrapping around the edge and finding Kavanaugh, or he tried to get it at least. So that's Crane, back to Gristless. Nice looking play sent up to Penicini. Gristless, Crane at the point. LaRose gives it up. Here's a shot, a great save from Jelzire as Penicini tried getting the third Hawk goal of the period, but good instincts from the freshman. Now has to get the same spot.
What beautiful passing though by Hendricken here on the power play.
They are. LaRose got poked away by Arsenault. What a play! Gristless. I get it back to Kavanaugh, but no one home. Instead, it's Andrazi trying to chase after it. And Rap Smith tackled to the ice, and
Wow,
drops
no
his
penalty there,
stick.
Tim. No penalty. I'm surprised.
No call made yet. Crane with a chance, a shot a little bit wide. Now Smith delivers a huge blow on Tober. Hendricken, not much time to go on the power play. That's not telling us on the clock how much time there is. However, we know it's about 30 seconds. There's a chance. Charging to the zone was Caleri. And Regine. Here's a shot, a ripper from Smith. That one's a little bit wide. Regine trying to work it around again. Smith has it one more time from the same spot, won't go. Too tall, and that ends the power play. With just under 6 minutes to go here in this first period. It's been an action-packed so far. That shot was whiffed on. Arsenal can't get the rebound, but instead in the other direction, it's Regine. Slice it through. Nick Regine got saved. What a save from Gelzire. Unbelievable as Regine put on the skates and the moves and couldn't punch it home. The other direction now, a high shot from Pascalis.
Yeah, Tim, a great chance. I think where EG is really benefiting in this formation is from the counterattack. Hendricken has kept possession of the puck for a lot of the game, and EG has, they made the most of their small opportunities. I think here when you got the offense and the defense pushed up, you really take it to them, and that's where they found their other goal. That's probably where they find their next goal. Counteracting on the press, on the dominance. That's how you secure some goals, secure some stability in these games.
That's what they've been doing all night, or keep trying to do as well. Especially with their first goal of the game, trying to keep the narrative alive right here. Carrera. What a nice pass to Marshall. Has the man right with a Marshall shot, save, rebound, and Gelzire gets to top of it again.
What a save. I mean, we talked about him a little bit before, but if you saw in that play, Nate Marshall, number 22, wide open on the backdoor pass right there for the one-timer. Gotta think that Hendricken's getting a little bit too selfish here.
Sure was, and Marshall had a great fast break and the subsequent rebound as well, but couldn't poke it in. Now he has it again right here. Gets it back. Here's a shot in front of the net. Couldn't poke it in. That was Houston able to poke the shot in by Penicini. And Carrera has it again at center ice, taken away by Kiernan. Casey off the wall. Marshall takes it away at center ice. And it'll be EG trying to get it out of their own zone here. That is a hard pass off the wall. Casey. Crane. Makes a nice move. Gets over to Hughes. Christopher Hughes. Crane. Arsenal going to poke it off the wall. And Casey with it again. PJ Casey trying to slice through. Casey a little bit too tall. EG, was 10th to begin the weekend in Division 1. 8 teams making the playoffs. Got to give some credit to Hendricken, who beat Barrington last night. Now EG in that 8th seed right now, slated to play Hendricken in a best of 3 in the first round of the playoffs if the season ended today. So a lot of action this weekend and next Friday, along with some game time during the week across Division 1. Smith, good pass to the point. Crane couldn't get a hold of it. Carter. Arsenal giving him a tough time. This one sent all the way into the zone by Pascalis. Kavanaugh can hit along the boards, and
that'll give you a penalty on EG, Tim.
Another penalty against EG, yeah, for the hit, I believe. And once again, it is Dorley going to the box. As the senior adding on 4 minutes of penalty time on his senior night to his season stats.
Tim, I wish I wore more layers, dude.
I know it. West
Chilly
Warwick
in this
Center.
arena.
It's always cold in here, at least a little bit. Another cold night today, especially for me and you, Chuck, sitting outside for so long earlier. E.g., they couldn't score, or Hendricken couldn't score in the last power play. See if they can do it here. As it finds Regine. Smith takes a shot, it's like a chance, and it's another fantastic save from Josiah. Giacomo Caleri couldn't tap it in on the rebound. And sent away beautifully, textbook, right there.
And Tim, I was going to say that Hendricken has not made the most of their power plays up to this point, but
sure haven't.
That was a beautiful pass, backdoor, and just an unbelievable save to prevent that goal there, because that was wide open.
As Crane will track it down. Griffin Crane slicing through. Crane, what a move. Kavanaugh with 12 goals, 13 assists on the year, trying to get some numbers here. Crane, what a move to get by Arsenault. And Arsenault with some great recovery defense.
What a stick check.
Great stick. As it's sent away with under 2 minutes to go in the period. Less than a minute to go on the power play. Smith. Lost the puck, or Kavanaugh actually, excuse me. It's Penicini. It's it back to Kavanaugh. Feed over to Grislis. 90 seconds remain at the point. Man fell down. And recovery from Piscalis to get up and put it away. On the other end, it's a chance for Kiernan, who scored last night, and Arsenault will get the rebound as E.G. officially survives the power play for the second time in this period. .71 seconds remain here in the first period. We had 3 goals in the game's first 4.5 minutes. And none since, but a minute remains. Let's see if anything crazy can happen here. Take it away. Here's a chance for Nardelli, who lost the puck into traffic. Boscia trying to recover. Carr takes a shot, and there's a chance for E.G. in the other direction, charging through the zone. And Drossi with a shot. That one got deflected by Tillinghast.
Ooh, better pass there.
Taken away by Dorley. Here's Boscia. Pass over with 20 seconds to go to Penicini. Eden Penicini looking around the near side. Here's the shot from Smith. Got whiffed on. He couldn't get a good stick on that at all. And Healy takes it away. Final seconds of this first period. And that'll conclude period number 1 here from West Warwick. 2-1 the score. After the first 15, Hendricken scored 2 in the game's first 2 and change. E.G. with a response from Joe Andrassi, the sophomore. 15 more minutes on the clock. Quarter number 2, or period number 2, about to begin here on Fans Only Sports. A little ad read as well, brought to you by Precision Home Lending at ddphl.com, by the LaPointe Insurance Agency at lapointeins.com, by Michael C. Lima and Joseph Lammy, attorneys at law.
Some second period action, baby.
By our very own RR recruits as well, with access to 60,000 coaches across 3,000 schools and 38 NCAA sports. If you are a high school athlete looking to be seen at the next level, be seen by signing up today. We'll be right back for period number 2 on Fans Only Sports Network. Action-packed first. Hopefully the second has more in store for us fresh 15 on the clock.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, 15 more minutes on the clock. EG and Hendy. Chuck.
I'm sorry, Tim. I was having a conversation, man. My favorite mom, besides my own.
Chuck having a conversation again. You know, great conversationer, Charlie Faulkner right here. That's why we got him on the air. Zoom in a little bit.
That's what I'm here for, man.
As we switch sides to begin the second period.
I can't see from the side, man.
Trying to get to the point, man, and Pedicini couldn't get it to him. Kavanaugh gets it back at the blue line.
Oh, that's offsides. Wow,
And
what a call
no
by
call
the
made.
ref.
Back to Kavanaugh, has a good chance. Takes a shot, hits the post.
Oh.
Second chance for Crane, he couldn't put it in. Oh man, that was right there for Bishop Hendricken. Here's a ripper from the right side for Pedicini. It's a little bit wide of the mark.
I mean, Tim, what a strike there on a blown call. I mean, that was great for the defenders keeping in the blue line. I thought it might have gone over a little bit, but trying to recap the chance they just had, and it's gonna go back here for another icing call.
Another icing call. This one against the Avengers again.
Boogie
Minute 20 to go. We're minute
Wonderland.
20 into this second period.
Boogie Wonderland. Great soundtrack for the intermission. Wow! Oh, he
And a
sneaks
score.
it through.
It's
The
a
5
score
hole.
for Aiden Ferreira. Caught him off guard, and Hendricken up by 2 again.
What a rebound there! I thought it was a little pump and dump after the little the face off there, but great way to finish it through. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it applies to hockey as well as basketball. You follow your shot all the way through, and he managed to sneak it through the 5 hole. On number 30, Wyatt Chiselizer. All right.
This one will be Ferreira sending it out. That's the 6th goal of the year for Aiden Ferreira.
And Tim, another tough situation between EG and Hendricken here. Hendricken with another 2-goal commanding lead. With the 13 minutes in the period, a lot of time left here, but definitely not the most comfortable situation when you're down 3-1 or 2 goals right there.
This one gets deflected at center ice. Tober collects it, trying to make a move from the near side and trying to go backwards. Back in the zone. Arsenal has a great chance here, and Tober with some eyes in the back of his head setting that one up. Arsenal can't finish it. On the other end now, Madden trying to chase after, but not before icing is called against Hendricken. As Hendy, I mean, they have just came out cruising to begin each period so far today, and a goal right there from Aiden Ferreira. A lot of shots on that in that first, little sequence that they had the puck for, and getting the goal 2 minutes into the second period again. What'd you say? No, we're good. We're good. Penicini. It's a deflected. Casey puts it in the bleachers. It hit the head of a Avenger, and that was looking scary. They're trying to see who it was. Shaken up is Dunwoody. Does that puck hit the side of his helmet? Oh man. Take a little bit of a seat right there on his senior night.
Tim, it's a great Ox on today, man. I'm definitely fired up. I hope that carries on to the EG seniors here on senior night.
Yeah. Good Ox from the EG crowd.
I can't lie, Tim. I'm excited. I'm excited. This game is exciting.
Me too, man. Me too. Especially though I'm here with you, brother. Face off at center ice. We take it by Hendricken. That one goes into Hendricken bleachers as it was hit out of bounds by Carrera.
Heads up for the bench, man.
Yeah, I mean, pucks flying everywhere so far.
Hey, Tim, let's hope it doesn't come up all the way over here. We do not have a net for safety.
As this one will be sent to the zone. Trying to chase after it was Pascalis. Couldn't get it on the pass from Jack Kiernan. The other direction now, it is Tillingas. Tillingas tries to leave it for his man in Carrera, but taken away by EG. And chasing after it first there nicely was Penicini. Ahead, it's Carrera losing the puck. Marshall collects it for Bishop Hendricken. Penicini's going to dump that one into the zone. But not before P.J. Casey's there first for the Avengers. As Kiernan puts that one into the zone again. Gristless tries to get it up ahead. Now gets it back. Leaves it for Nardelli. There's a chance in front of the net. Still alive. Third chance, a shot. Hits the post for Nardelli. He was right there. Trying to get to his point man. Instead, goes to Gristless. Cross-ice pass to Smith. Smith dumps it in there. That one's going to be saved by Gelzire. That one actually got on target. A huge shot laid out by Nardelli.
And
as
he ripped the puck and he was
Casey
punished
just eating some ice right there.
Man.
Has to shake that one off a little bit. A punishing hit. Kavanaugh the other way, getting past Healy. Kavanaugh. Gristless. Smith. Shot. Rebound. Kavanaugh can't get there first.
Oh,
not
he's
before
leaking.
Tober. Now here's a chance at the other end. And a
what a
incredible
save.
What a save from Murray.
Wow, Tim. Oh, man. That's. Listen, look at the composure.
As Andrazi tried to get number 2. Colin Murray with an excellent save.
Wow.
And the probability of that save was probably the lowest of any save he's made.
Hey, if you're EG and you're down 2 goals, that's a must hit goal right there. What a way for Caleri to stand on his head and really take that down, win that one-on-one there.
An absolutely crucial missed chance for the Avengers. Five minutes into this second period.
Tim, we've been delivered waters.
Yeah, I had a lot of spit in my mouth. It was making me upset.
Shout out Shelly Marshall.
Wall second chance.
I'm keeping my unbiased opinion, but a nice little water, I can't help but root for him.
Yeah, water, always a crucial. This game is not sponsored by water, but it is sponsored by our great sponsors, Precision Home Lending at ddphl.com, by the LaPointe Insurance Agency, serving New England at LaPointeINS.com, by Joseph Lammy, attorney at law at josephlammy.com. That's L-A-M-Y, including Michael C. Lima, attorney at law as well. Give either of those guys a call by Remax, the Alba Group, at 401-636-1140. By our league recruits with access to 60,000 coaches across 3,000 schools and 30 NCAA sports. Be seen by signing up today if you are a high school athlete looking to play at the next level.
Mr. Brad, I want y'all to see this.
Face-off coming up after the icing call.
This game is also not sponsored by icing calls, but we are a good 5 deep into the game.
It bounced off the net, and now a 2-on-1 for EG. On the way, Tolber's shot saved by Murray.
Cleary with another big save, a 2-on-1 there.
As Colin Murray with an excellent save.
That is absurd.
Crazy action on both ends. We saw
Colin Murray, okay. Where the name's a little wrong. On me.
It's okay, man.
What a game Murray's having, though.
Excellent game. We saw, the ricochet on the other ends. A couple times had a chance to bounce into that. I thought I did for a sec for the Hawks. But EG able to get out of that alive. Another blown chance, like you said earlier, Chuck, to make it a 1-goal lead. These goals are crucial. These chances, they're not going to come around often against a team like Hendricken.
It's very true. I mean, we've seen Hendricken have a lot of chances right in front of the net, especially on the last possession they had. It was sitting there right on the right side of the box, and they couldn't finish it. But listen, we've seen EG have some good chances. Their goal was great teamwork, and listen, if Hendricken slips up, you know that EG is going to capitalize. Marshall, great little try on the sneak in back door, but we have was that Gilsheiser? Is that what you said?
Gelsheiser.
Gelsheiser. With a great save around to cover the
tough name.
Little wrap around, you know what I'm saying? Little classic goal. You know what I'm saying? Always gotta try it. But definitely impressive to be able to switch sides like that and prevent that goal.
That was your boy Nate Marshall right there trying to wrap around. Here's a chance.
It was.
Off the rebound.
I'm trying not to be to be biased here. I am. Keeping my composure.
There's a shot and almost from the side for Andrazi trying to get number 2. Healy gets it back for EG. Runs into a swarm of green jerseys. Carrera gets it back, and Marshall on the near side coming on the other end. Andrazi having a tough time. The ref taking a lot of hits today, including one right there. Now a fight for in the corner.
I think that ref's trying to suit up here today. He definitely trying to get some get back on the players.
Long pass.
Tossed around all game. It's ridiculous.
Another icing call against EG, trying to find Tober deep on the stretch pass, but unable to do so. From the net, that's a loose puck.
Oh, another one, Tim.
And Regine had a chance, but couldn't get there before Kiernan. Here's Pascalis the other direction. Leaves it for the other Kiernan brother. It's Jack here with a shot. Another good save from Murray, who comes through again as we're almost at the midpoint of this game. 7:35 to go here in this second period.
Tim, I mean, a great chance there for EG. If you're an EG fan here, you're looking definitely for shots like that. So you try to get some deflections, because Hendricken's been very close to a few more goals off deflections, off the goalie, and I think that's what it comes down to, finishing here. Because Murray's been standing on his head. Murray's been having a great game, and it's definitely gonna be hard to sneak some past unless you make some moves. What a spin!
What a move from Tillingast. And charged for it here as Kavanaugh trying to get in there first, not before Casey could. Caught by Tillingast midair. Here's a great chance for Crane. Crane making a move. Griffin Crane slicing, trying to find his point man. And no one home. Just Healy. Tober at center ice trying to get it back. He will. Up ahead to Healy. He lost the puck. Tober's there to get it back, but gets a jarring hit out muscle by Pedicini. That was senior on freshman right there, getting that puck there first. Casey sends it into the offensive zone, but an icing will be called first.
A lot of icings this game, Tim.
Most against EG, as we've seen a handful of them today.
Do you like the song, Tim?
I love this song.
Charlie got them apple bottom jeans.
Apple bottom jeans, baby.
Boots with the
So
fur.
3 goals today for Hendricken. We've seen them by Carrera, Ferreira, and Griffin Crane. All premier goal scorers for Hendricken this year, and the one answer from Joe Andrazi to make it a 2-1 game earlier. But EG, I mean, just really struggling to gain control of this game in any way, shape, or form.
You know.
Against a Hawks team that scores their will, averaging 5.5 goals per game in league play this year. Couldn't do it, but James Guerrero with 2 goals on the weekend.
Tim, can you just relay back to me who the top scorer on Hendricken is here today?
One more time.
Can you relay back to me who the top scorer on Hendricken is?
Richie Kavanaugh, number 9, 12 goals, 13 assists.
So we're definitely looking for him for a little extended lead here. I mean, that's a good. He hasn't scored today, has he?
Sure hasn't. He scored 2 last night, though. Second on the team in penalty minutes, and only 1 penalty called against Hendricken all game.
Yes,
Have they even had a penalty? I don't even know.
Tim, what do you think about a 2-point cushion here?
I mean, it's the most dangerous lead in hockey right there.
That it is. You're looking for your star player here to try to get you a bigger cushion. Really put the game away here in the second period. You can swing the puck back, get a couple, you know what I'm saying, some good leads, run the clock out. But Hendricken is definitely in control here, and just limit the chances here. A lot of EG chances have been very close to the goal, and Murray's been doing a great job of keeping them out of there. But that can only last so long, and you're definitely trying to stall for the last 6 minutes here in the second period. Get a start to 3-1 lead in the third period. Some new ice, some new speed. Going the aggressive then.
So holding on the penalty, another penalty in favor of the Hawks. This is their 4th power play of the game. They're 0 of 3 so far. That's a miss to Penicini. As Torley entering the box, the senior with some minutes. That is his 3rd time in the sin bin tonight.
Oh,
Kavanaugh. Just mentioned
physical
him.
play by the assistant captain, number 7 over there. Calling offsides. Fans do not like that.
Sure don't. And this EG home crowd trying to make some noise.
A lot of noise here, Tim. I can't even hear
Another
myself.
penalty. It's against Sonny Arsenault. As it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Bishop Hendricken. Already up 2. So the 3 out right now for East Greenwich is Joe Andrazi, Peter Casey, and Matt Madden. Andrazi will come off. Dangerous territory for the Avengers on their senior night. Already down 2. It's not looking any good right here.
Tim, we'd love to see a controlled game.
Yeah.
Referees definitely doing their part here. The boys are very, it definitely is some tough scars from last year, but kept it very civil this game. And, what's hockey without a little scrap?
Nothing like it, my man. 5.5 minutes to go before Mr. Zamboni comes out. 5-on-3 action. It will be Andrazi on the ice. He did come back on. The roughing call on Arsenault. Here's a chance, a great looking setup for the shot for Crane. Couldn't get it to go. Here's LaRose though with it now. Over to Penicini, who's been a big factor tonight. Crane, he scored earlier. Wrapping around, here's a shot for Penicini, deflected by Madden. He's trying to stay in there about 90 seconds for a 5-on-3. If they survive this is still very much a hockey game with a period and change to go. Crane trying to get by Andrazi. Cuts back a little bit and leaves it for Penicini at the blue line. Back to Crane. Penicini. A lot of space here. Can they use it wise enough? In front of the net, a shot and a score.
Wow.
It's Kavanaugh. On the pass from Gristlis, it is a 4-1 game.
I mean, Tim, isn't that pretty? That is executing that 5-on-3 down to the tip. That was beautiful. Just keep making space, opening up the middle of the ice, and just punching it through. I mean, that is experienced play, and I can't expect anything less from a Hendricken coach team there.
Sure is, and Kavanaugh with his 13th goal of the season leads the team, and there's actually Nick Regine with the assists. His team leading 14th assists of the year. Breaks the tie with Kavanaugh. Still a 5-on-4 as one of the penalties was killed. Hendricken in deep control. Here is a pass, a chance for Marshall. And that one saved by Gelzire.
Man, what a shot, what a shot.
With 4 minutes to go.
They're getting the chances here, and they're looking to bury EG into the ground here on this power play. I mean, we've seen earlier in the game, Hendricken wasn't really able to convert on those power plays, and maybe it's a start to a little bit of an onslaught, but you know, you've definitely seen the pressure coming on the power plays a little bit more from Hendricken. They play a lot more reserves over there when they had less of a lead, and I think that's the best play there. You get a little aggressive when you have such a lead like this. Try to really put the game away, and EG needs some quick goals, or really anything to really make this game competitive again. As a 3-point cushion in the second period is definitely not anything that any team would want to see.
And they've absolutely dominated this second period. I mean, this period has been so lopsided in terms of possession, shots on net, and on the scoreboard, 2 goals in this 15 minutes for the Hawks, none for the Avengers. Here's Marshall with it. Marshall trying to get by, and that one got deflected. And goes all the way back over to Murray, who gets on top of that for the save.
Oh, little stick poke here. I mean, it's definitely frustrating for Tober here. I mean, you had a little opportunity. Puck went a little bit too fast. Don't blame him for beating himself up over it, but don't need to get chippy here. But we're gonna get a little face off in the Hendricken's ice here.
They get it on the boards.
We're going to a fast break.
Almost, but Nardelli couldn't collect it. And here you will see this one tipped up in the air. Goes back to Piscalis up ahead. Charging to the zone, and Andrazi trying to get it off the wall. Can't pinball it to Tober. Instead, it's Tillinghast there first for the Hawks, who are off and running now. Nardelli on this move. Nardelli sends that one a little bit high. An icing call against the Avengers with 2:29 to go. Great soundtrack, baby.
This is the best one I've heard for sure.
It's pretty good.
Don't mean to put any shade on
My favorite all time is classical high school football game.
Really?
Put me on the 2 songs that I still listen to. Love on Top by Beyonce.
Really? Did they have The Show Goes On in there too?
They might have. I've heard it before the game, but I don't know if it was there. But also Versace on the Floor by Bruno Mars.
That's a good one.
Happy late Valentine's Day to anybody out there. Marshall trying to get after that one for the Hawks.
My friend Tim has had a this Valentine's Day, and I'm very proud of him. And I hope you all had a splendid Valentine's Day.
My second career Valentine.
I had a good Valentine's Day being a single, but that's just how I roll. So,
yes, sir.
For all my single kings and queens out there, you know, respect, and for all my cuffed kings and queens out there,
cuffed kings and queens,
keep
baby.
going. Keep spreading love in this world. It's the only thing that makes it go around.
Amen, brother. This one was sent into the zone by Gristlis. EG will get there first. And it's Casey on the move. Trying to get some momentum on his senior night. Trying to get into the zone himself. But Smith is there first. for Bishop Hendricken. Andrew Smith down the near side. In the corner now, a big hit from behind from Madden. Arsenault able to get it down. Crane coming out of nowhere. Steal that away.
Oh, what a pick.
Picked, yeah, nice little pickpocket right there. Get it back for a sec, but up ahead. Oh, what a pass! Here's a great chance for Kavanaugh. As this pass was to Carrera, Kavanaugh trying to work some offense. Crane in front of the net. Crane moving around. And he got saved by Chelsea again.
Need that pass to the middle there.
Yeah, he missed
wide open.
1 minute remains.
This is definitely a lead where you can find yourself being a little selfish, but right in front of the goal. I think if you see the EG goalie committed a little bit too much, had capitalized on that.
Kavanaugh trying to circle around. Into the Penicini. Back to Kavanaugh. Whiffs on that one. 25 seconds remain here before Mr. Zamboni comes out. It's Carter. Got deflected. And he takes a huge shot. And now another hit along the wall. What a shot from Pascalis. Penicini, 3-on-2 to beat the buzzer. He leaves it. Here's a shot for Kavanaugh. And that one a little bit too tall. And that should conclude the second period here on Fans Only Sports. Hendricken putting 2 on the board in the period. And the Hawks leading it 4-1 after the first 30 minutes of the game. So we'll be right back for the final 15 here on Fans Only Sports Network with Hawks trying to spoil East Greenwich's senior night.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
in, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose.
Are you ready?
He'll cough.
All right, 15 more minutes on the clock. Final period here from the West Warwick Civic Center. Bishop Hendricken with 2 goals in the second period to widen that lead up to 3, coming from Aiden Ferreira alongside Richard Kavanaugh with his 13th goal of the year. But Hendricken dominating that second period, and Chuck, this game's getting out of reach.
Yeah, man. I mean, you need a really big third period from EG to put this game within reach. I mean, it's been all Hendricken. I mean, I think we've seen it. You know, the EG goal was a nice little sneak by, but the chances have been dominated by Hendricken. The puck's been dominated by Hendricken, and EG really needs to, you know, really put the backpack on and try to make this a competitive game before Hendricken just runs off with it. I mean, a 3-point cushion, it's definitely something hard to come back from, but it's D1 RILO hockey, so
Kavanaugh takes it away with a chance. But anything can happen is right. Like a team like Hendricken seeking their 11th league win of the year, only lost one game to Warwick in league play, 5-2. Still a shocking game, a shocking outcome for a Warwick team that's in 6th place. Kavanaugh gets it from Regine. They kicked it on a goal earlier. Regine. Kavanaugh has a chance. His shot, a ripper, and that one's saved by Gelzire.
Yeah, great defending by EG there. It's definitely tough to defend a one-on-one shot with the goalie. Great way to get in front of the puck. And, you know, they say block shots feed the bench. And the bench is definitely happy about that. But listen, if you're an EG fan, we'd like to see a lot more offense here because, as we said, 3-goal lead.
Yeah.
And if I'm Hendricken here, I'm definitely trying to just
no longer in that.
Relay the puck, waste some time, secure this W.
Sure. Well, a little bit of an early game tonight. I started at about 5:15 already in period 3. It's an hour and change later. As it's been a fast pace, a lot of icing calls the first couple of periods. Now a chance taken away nicely by Kaleri. Up ahead, trying to get it to their man in Aiden Ferrer, who scored earlier, but they're first taking a huge shot. Ferrer laying the hit stick and holding his head hard.
Oh,
whistle's going to blow everywhere.
On that.
It was Peter Dorley taking the shot right there.
Tim, what do you think about that? Clean or not clean?
I think it was more on the clean side, but maybe a nice hometown call for a team getting their senior night spoiled.
Tim, it's always tough on the boards, man. I mean, he just got the shot off. Great hip check, but you know the rules, Tim. If the puck's not in their hand, it you know what I'm saying, it's not legal. So
rebound off the shot from Grislis won't go for Hughes. Healy, and no home team call as it's still 5-on-5 hockey. No penalties in the game for Hendricken.
Oh my God, what stick movement!
Casey gonna send that one into the zone, and their first is Andrew Smith. Made a nice move on Andrazi, but Smith trying to chase back up to here on the near side board. Up in the air, and Andrazi trying to get there first. He can't. Grislis giving him a tough time. And bodies just flying everywhere as Andrazi eating some ice right there. Not sure if we got it on our camera, but it is Marshall the other way. Leaves it for Carrera. Trying to get to the point and no one home except for Peter Casey. And Casey turns it over. Taken away by Tober for a sec in the zone for EG, but
Tim,
great recovery from Tillinghast to prevent the
That's
EG
fantastic defending.
Yeah, great defense right there on both ends.
Oh, the goalie falls out of there.
Gelzire eating it a little bit right there. Fell on his side. Plopped on it. Here is a chance for Nardelli in front of the net, and he scores!
Wow.
Steven Nardelli with the goal. It's the 5th of the game for Bishop Hendricken.
What a goal by Nardelli. I mean, you saw the opening on the left half of the ice, and it takes a real man to be able to put that back in there on the one-on-one on the goalie. And this game, the more that Bishop Hendricken plays, the further this game seems to get out of reach. So
this is a Hendricken team that averages 5.5 goals per game. They've scored at least 4 goals now in 7 consecutive games, and a huge shot from Casey, who got lit up afterwards. It was actually Kiernan who laid out the initial shot, and laying him out following that was Exter. So let's see where this one's going to go. And Exter's going to already walk his way into the box.
I learned my lesson, Tim. We're not looking at fights here, but I will say it's a very dirty hit up against the EG bench there on the boards, man. Head was shoveled into the side of the boards, and that's just very unsportsmanlike hit there. I'm sure they're discussing a penalty right now.
So it's Vinny Healy in the box as well.
Oh,
so
it looks like we have 2
EG.
2 on EG and 1 on Hendricken here.
We're 1 apiece right now. I thought Kieran was in the midst of that as well. Referee still deciding. We'll do a little ad read in the meantime. This game's brought to you by our lovely sponsors, Precision Home Lending at ddphl.com. Contact them for any home Questions by the LaPointe Insurance Agents Serving New England at LaPointeINS.com. By Joseph Lammy, attorney at law at JosephLammy.com. That's L-A-M-Y, Lammy, and our boy Michael C. Lima, attorney at law as well. By Remax, the Alva Group, more home ownership. Give them a ring to buy or sell your home. And by our very own RR Elite Recruits with access to 3,000 schools across 38 NCAA sports and with access to 60,000 coaches. Be seen by sign up today if you are a high school athlete looking to be seen at the next level. So as these officials try to sort it out, we'll take a little time to sort it out ourselves. Commercial break as it's 5-1 Hendricken leading this one 3 minutes into the third period. We'll be right back.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
All right, welcome back to our coverage of Hendricken versus East Greenwich in a very important, pivotal game in playoff contention. I would like to shout out my boss, Mr. Ron.
Ron Robert, baby.
Very important game here, and you know, I feel like this is senior night that's going to hurt for EG, where Hendricken is a very, very tough team, and it seems like they're going to walk away with the run here when EG is trying to qualify playoff contention. You never know. Things are crazy in sports, and this could end up in another matchup. You never know how EG is going to respond. But for right now, it looks like with the double penalty in a 5-on-4 situation, Hendricken is going to flourish.
So after the timeout, Healy will stay in the box for 2 minutes for the initial shot, but Devin Exter was not done much today on the 5-minute major for the blow on Healy after the fact. And
Tim, it's a little distasteful, you know. I mean, you're frustrated. You're down 4 goals. It's definitely something where you wanna make an impact, but I hate on the boards there is very dangerous, and I think the referees did a great job there. What did he say?
no, it was
Like, what did he say, though?
Start the third period yet? I was like, yeah. He goes, all right, you got him out.
all right. Face off here. 11 minutes to go in this one. It's been all Hendricken, but a chance for EG to make it a more respectable game. The last time these two teams met, it was a 5-2 match. Let's see if EG can get one on the board here to match that, at least for the meantime. I'm sure they want to mount a greater comeback. As the Healy penalty about to conclude in 35 seconds. There'll be 3 minutes. The advantage for EG afterwards. Lovely handle from Tillinghast. Arsenal giving him a tough time. Smith at the blue line. Over to LaRose, back to Smith. Smith puts it in there, and that one got deflected by the stick of Caleri and a little bit wide. Here's LaRose. Getting it back. Smith shot, save, second chance, a shot, and a score for Caleri on the rebound. And number 6 on the board for Bishop Hendricken.
Wow, well, what a rebound there. I mean, what we've seen with a lot of the Bishop Hendricken goals besides the second one is insane composure right in front of the goal. they kept patient, got their shots up from the defenseman, got the rebounds, and it's a beautiful goal, man. That's what you're looking for right in front of the box. And Tim, I don't want to call it too early, but I believe that is going to be
might be wraps,
game
my
over.
friend. As Hendricken now 6 goals scored by 6 different players tonight. Impressive stat when you're such a deep team like the Hawks are. And 2 goals in each period. Nice pass to Andrazi, but not before Smith could get it first. As it's an advantage for East Greenwich with the major from Devin Exner in full effect. 2.5 minutes to go on the power play. Up ahead and offsides on the pass from Tober to Andrazi. As that was the man who called it right there. And East Greenwich is a good chance to make it more respectable at least. Maybe try to hit that over. 6-1 right now.
I mean, listen, it's Rhode Island High School hockey, It's usually a high-scoring game in favor of one team. Tonight we saw Hendricken come out and really just put it in the back of the net. And right now we're going to see an EG timeout.
Timeout from EG. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 9:25 to go in this one. Bishop Hendricken running away with it here on senior night.
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
9:25 to go. Face-off following the offsides and the timeout from East Greenwich. As they win it here, but all the way back in their own zone with Sonny Arsenault giving it up and getting it back. Arsenault trying to charge through on the advantage here. Dumps it off into the zone. He's going to pinball around and find his man in Andrazi, who scored the only Avenger goal today. Here is Healy coming out of the box. Yeah, I think the net may have moved right there. And it
Not
did.
something you want to see if you're an EG fan. I mean, I'd say it's a very valid rule in hockey, but definitely tough if you're attacking and you have to go right back to a face-off, especially with some dominant centers that we've seen from Hendricken. A lot of W's on the face-off here, a lot of wins. We see an EG face-off win here.
Casey gets it back, a chance to make it a 2-goal game, and for EG at least, and can't get it. Another good save from Murray.
So listen, we're gonna have a little checking penalty here.
That's going to be against Tillingast, the sophomore, to make it a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. So if EG can't score, I don't know if they're going to score again, Chuck. Great chance to get their second goal of the game. The 5 for EG, it's Casey, Arsenault, Tober, Healy, and Andrazi, arguably their 5 best players on the ice. That one's a little bit wide for Kiernan. Tober lost it. Kiernan gets it to Arsenault at the blue line. Casey. Great chance for Arsenault. He couldn't get it cleanly right there. That one gets deflected by Kavanaugh and pinballs over to Healy. Casey tries it, too tall. Off the back of the net, taken by Tober. Gets back to Arsenault in the same spot on the right side. Healy. Couple of green jerseys in his face. 5-on-3 for EG. Casey, a little slap shot. Tiernan, a little bit wide. This one goes all the way back over. And oh, it's an empty net also for.
Great clear, very bold decision by EG pulling their goalie.
And they almost scored. Their 7th goal of the game.
8 minutes left in the game, and they're pulling the goalie. I mean,
we gotta possess this here. Arsenault got 6-on-3 right now.
It looks like Crane has lost his stick. Hey, look at him using the body.
Trying to
That's
finesse.
Great defense.
Yes, sir. Just look at him right there. Here's a good chance for Tober. Can't get a good stick on there. Andrazi collects. Casey wants it. Too tall. Healy. And a slap of the stick right there from Andrew Smith on Tober.
I know for sure.
The net moved again, so 17 seconds remaining on the initial major. 24 seconds left on the second penalty on Tillingas.
Gotta be a top 3 Hawks, I've heard.
Yeah.
Definitely not a top 3 arena. It is cold in here.
We got Hey Ya by Outkast right now. They always play this song here, though, I feel like. Casey?
And Tim, I'm screaming, hey, can we put on some heat in this ice arena, man?
Sure can. Here's a chance, second chance, not there, and sent away beautifully, and a long-range goal from Andrew Smith. Wow, the accuracy right there to make it a 7-1 game.
Well, Tim, you see the grave difference between these two teams in this game. Those little chances right in front of the net. We have no one from EG going out in there trying to knock the rebound back in, and we have a lot of Hendricken defenders standing right in front of the goalie, and that's just something that, you know, I mean, you can count on.
Difference maker, you know.
Especially when you pull the goalie. I mean, that's not. It might seem like a hard shot, but puck moves fast on ice, man, and they were able to find the back of the net there. You know, just I feel like the rebounds and the activity in front of the goal has been a very deciding factor between these two teams, and Hendricken has really mastered it where East Greenwich has struggled.
And with that is.
And I don't think that's a coincidence to why this game is 7-1 right now.
That is the 7th different goal scorer for East Greenwich tonight, or for Hendricken tonight, excuse me. We have Carrera, Ferreira, Kavanaugh, Crane, Andrew Smith now, Nardelli and Caleri all with goals tonight.
That's an offsides called. Back it up, back it in. Yep, again. Ooh. Let's go, Tim. Jump around.
Jump around.
Not sure if this is the appropriate song for a home game down 7-1, but
I'm not sure it is either, my friend.
Definitely getting me active.
I mean, what a senior night for EG. Just absolutely put down the drain by Hendricken. Nice pass inside, a shot, caught it in midair for Caleri, on number 2. A good save from Gelzire. Tillingas sends it in there. Good save again from Gelzire. Under 6 minutes remain in the final period. Marshall charging through, wants it. Gets it in the corner now. A big shuttle on the boards and some good puck movement. Here's Tillingas. That one got deflected by the stick of Carney.
Just off the stick.
Another huge shot.
By Marshall.
This one's collected. That shot is going to be saved again as Hendricken just dominating the possession right now. Tillingas inside, deflected by Marshall. Couldn't get it to go. As Gelzire makes the save. From behind the net, Kavanaugh. Takes a shot, too tall. And off the back wall as there's 5 minutes to go in this one, as some quick skating right there from Penicini to get it before Idris has a chance to. working hard in the offensive zone of the Hawks. Here's Tillinghast. That left-handed shot won't go deflected by Kavanaugh, and Regine there to pick it up. Gets it back. Nick Regine lost it. And turnover for a sec. Kavanaugh's there first. I get his point man, but only Carney was there first. But Tillinghast gets it again as Hawks are just controlling this puck to detrimental levels. Here's a shot. Second chance from the net for Regine. Couldn't get to go on the shot from Crane. Racing there first was Smith. And
Very
up ahead.
risk from this Hendricken team having a turnover right in front of the net and not capitalizing, but
Kavanaugh.
I think it's safe to say that they have a comfortable lead of 6.
Yeah, I mean, this is as comfy as it can get.
At this point, it just comes down to getting people in the reps, getting them comfortable, getting them ready for playoffs.
A hard shot right there. Rebound goes to Hendricken again. It's Grislis. Kavanaugh saving it before it can go on the other end of the ice.
What effort.
Incredible effort, especially up 7-1. You could have easily let that go by you, but Will Kavanaugh said none of that. As Murray will give that to Smith as Bishop Hendricken has not given EG a chance the last 3 minutes to even touch this puck. LaRose lost it. And now EG trying to possess. They can't. As Madden trying to keep it alive. Kaleri turned it over. Fight for it right in front of the East Greenwich bench. This is a team that lost Hendricken in the championship last year in the 2-game series. Try to get their vengeance on senior night tonight. Looked really promising at first. 2-1 game in the first 5 minutes of this thing, but since then, 5 unanswered goals from Bishop Hendricken.
It's been broken right open. I mean, Tim, you've seen it. Hendricken has had chances upon chances in the East Greenwich side of the ice. And, Tim, you know what they say? The more possession you have, the more chances you're going to have to score goals, touchdowns, anything in sports. So, it's definitely been a tough one for EG, but
there's a shot and another good save.
And I'd be scared of them in the playoffs. They've been playing very well.
Yeah, this has been a nearly flawless offensive performance.
Wow,
another goal.
What a goal
from James Carrera, his second of the game. Sniped that one in there on the right side, and it is an 8-1 game.
I mean, now it's just for the stats. Am I right, Tim?
Sure is. That is his 8th goal of the year, second of the game, and he's the first Hawk today with multiple goals.
What a strike in the top of the net, though. From distance, that's a very impressive goal, to say the least, Tim. Now we're up to 8-1.
Yeah, I mean, this has been an onslaught today. Taken by
and Tim, I have to give this, I mean, the Hendricken offense has been phenomenal this entire game. I can definitely say that for sure. But I think the thing that has really saved this team here and really secured the win is the defense. EG has not been able to have any chances. And before it barely gets over the blue line,
another chance.
Hendricken has been able to really lock it down and keep it on their half of the ice.
Yeah, especially in the last 30 minutes. This has been
they've been dominant.
No chance for EG. They've been dominating. This is definitely one of the most flawless games that Hendricken has had all year for a team that will get their 11th league win of the season tonight.
Yeah, Tim, I think that's what differentiates the good teams from the bad team is how you respond in the second period and above, how you do in the later minutes of the game. And Hendricken has shown that they're ready to be here and they're ready to really put in work.
As Rignanti gets that one saved.
Saved by Murray. They have a goalie switch here.
Yeah, so the goalie in the game now is Avery Piccioni, the sophomore for Bishop Hendricken. In a game like this, no problem putting them in.
Always nice to get your young bucks reps, am I right, Tim?
Absolutely. I'll give them the reps.
And we approach the 1 minute, 45-second mark. I think the reality is sinking in slowly but surely for the East Greenwich team. This is going to be something the coaches are going to have to
Here's a shot, another good
really
save.
Getting a lot about something Hendricken can be proud about. So, and they have not let up.
Hendricken will be proud of this one, showing EG who's boss.
What a pass.
Crane, nice puck move. Here's a shot and a score again. And for
And
the third time today, it is James Carrera.
In the final seconds of the game, about a minute left, and Hendricken just keeps adding on to that lead.
Like you said a moment ago, I mean, it's just about the stats display. That's a hat trick for Carrera, getting 2 goals in the last 2 minutes of this one.
I mean, Tim, it seems kind of like a JUCO team trying to make the recruits look better.
Yeah, a little bit.
But definitely a very dominant performance by the Bishop Hendricken Hawks, and definitely a strong team going to the playoffs. Some good encouragement by the East Greenwich fans, though. Always nice to see. Not giving up on their team, not letting them down, showing that they're proud of them. And, you know, a competitive season is something that the East Greenwich seniors can be proud of and look forward to. But Tim, I mean, I think it goes to show you Bishop Hendricken is one of the premier teams in the Rhode Island Interscholastic League, and it is for a reason.
Yeah.
They best players come to Hendricken for a reason, and they've shown it here with an absolutely dominant performance, ruining a senior night for EG. Yet not the futures for these people. And we have a
so they're going to let that clock run. They're going to let that clock run.
The clock is still
game.
running.
I mean, I don't know if that's an accident, but
going to have it run out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
The referees have not called it, but it looks like this game is being called here. 2-1, and that is a win for Bishop Hendricken on the EG Senior Night. Tough loss for the program, but, you know.
So 9-1 the score tonight. Hendricken putting on an absolute show with 5 third-period goals to cap it off and to absolutely ruin the senior night for East Greenwich. And in a rematch of last year's championship game, Bishop Hendricken remains on top.
It looks like
and wins this one 9-1.
Had their recruiting class, had their young guys coming in here, putting in work. Definitely great goalie performance on Bishop Hendricken side, letting up only 1 goal, on contrast to East Greenwich's 9. But you can see a lot of respect. A very clean game, very competitive game, and I look forward to seeing where both these teams do in the end of their season.
For EG, that is their worst loss of the season, a 9-1 game. Even meant a lot to them as well. And Bishop Hendricken, they've had several games like this year. They've put on 7, 8, 9, 10 win victories this year. So for EG, they fall to 6-9. With that, Bishop Hendricken improves to 12-1-1, clinching the #1 seed in Division 1.
Yeah, Tim, this is the team that you want to beat if you want to make it into the playoffs. Definitely a tough result for the boys looking for a little playoff berth, but still a little bit of time left. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. But we're definitely gonna be looking at Bishop Hendricken for the highlight, and I'm gonna pan away from here. Coach is having some words. The coaches aren't too thrilled with each other. Tim, it's grown men here. I don't.
Yeah. It's time to go with 2 games up.
I hope they can settle their differences outside of this. But congratulations to the East Greenwich fans for still cheering on their team after such a tough loss. And we're going to see you back here for, Tim, some playoff hockey?
Playoff hockey. And for Bishop Hendricken, they have 2 games left at Prout and against North Kingston at home. And for EG, they'll finish the year off here next Friday night against Burrillville, trying to clinch a playoff berth in the game. That's going to mean a lot with Burrillville sitting just a game ahead. Or, yes, now with the same amount of wins as EG. So that might be a playoff clinching matchup. A lot of congestion in the 6 through
Absolutely,
10 seeds
race,
in the Division 1 with just a game and a half separating Burrowville, Mount St. Charles, East Greenwich, Smithfield, and Barrington combined. But from Tim Duffy and Charlie Faulkner,
Thanks for tuning
see you
in
guys
with
all
us.
next time. It's been a great game.
We'll see you.
If you're a Bishop Hendricken fan, I guess. 9-1 the final here on EG Senior Night as they come in and spoil this one with intentional. See you guys all next time here on Fans Only Sports Network.